You ever download a super simple app and think, hey, I could probably build that? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're taking a look at a basic age calculator app, and we're going to peel back the layers to uncover the surprising complexity that's hiding just beneath the surface. So you find it on the Google Play Store, and it looks exactly like what you'd expect. The description says it all. It's accurate, easy to use, lightweight, and fast. It's one of those no-frills utility apps we all have on our phones. It's supposed to do one job, and hey, it seems to do it pretty well. But that's where things get interesting, because behind that simple, clean interface, there's a whole world of technology, business strategy, and really clever design choices. So what does it actually take to bring an app like this to life and get it on your phone? All right, first things first, let's talk about money. The app is listed as free, but we all know that free doesn't always mean free, right? This is all powered by a business model I think we're all pretty familiar with by now. Ads. Now, what's really fascinating here is just how direct this flow is. It maps your actions step by step straight to the developer's bank account. You pick a date of birth, you tap that calculate age button, and then right in that little moment of anticipation before you get your answer, boom, a full screen ad pops up. And every single time that happens, the developer earns a little bit of revenue. And the app is pretty strategic about this. It uses two specific types of ads. First, you've got the banner ad. That's the one you see sitting at the top of the screen. It's always there, but it's designed to kind of blend in and not be too annoying. Then you have the interstitial ad. And that's the big one, the full screen showstopper that pops up and grabs your attention. It definitely interrupts what you're doing, but it's also where the real money is made. And this whole monetization system doesn't just happen by magic. It's all made possible by one specific piece of software. It's a package called Google Mobile Ads. You can think of it like a pre-built toolkit that lets the developer just plug their app directly into Google's gigantic advertising network. It's a real game changer. Okay, so we've followed the money trail. Now let's peel back another layer. We're going down into the digital engine room to check out the actual technology that makes this whole thing tick. The entire app is built with a framework from Google called Flutter. And Flutter has a superpower: efficiency. See, a developer can write their code just once, and Flutter helps them release it as an Android app and an iOS app. That saves a ridiculous amount of time and effort. And here's the thing about modern apps. They're not really built from scratch. They're more like assembled, using pre-made components, kind of like digital Lego bricks. And this slide shows just a handful of them. Each one does a specific job, whether it's letting you share the app with a friend or helping with a support ticket. All of these little blocks have to be picked out and pieced together just right to create the simple features we totally take for granted. Okay, now we're getting to my favorite part. It's not just about what technology you use, it's about how you use it. This is where you can really see a developer's skill and thoughtfulness shine through, in all the tiny little details that make for a great experience. This table just perfectly captures the difference between what we see and what the code is actually doing. To you, it's just an easy-to-use calendar, but behind the scenes, the code is wrestling with leap years and the fact that months have all different lengths. You get an instant accurate age, but the app is busy doing some pretty complex math, borrowing days from months and months from years. And the app just works because the code is actively stopping you from making mistakes, like, say, picking a birthday that's in the future. And here is a perfect example of that thoughtfulness in action. So what happens if you select today's date as your birthday? Instead of spitting out a confusing 0 years, 0 months, 0 days, the app shows this clear, human-friendly message. It's a small touch for sure, but it shows the developer was thinking about the user, even in these weird little edge cases. And the smart little details just keep coming. Some of them are there to prevent you from making mistakes, like needing to tap the back button twice to exit so you don't close the app by accident. Or how the calculate button is grayed out until you actually pick a valid date. Others are just there to make your life easier, like how a support email automatically includes your phone's info. These aren't the main features, but they are exactly what separates a clunky, frustrating app from one that just feels good to use. So when you put it all together, the business model, the tech, the tiny user experience details, you start to see the whole picture. And that so-called simple app, well, it's not so simple after all. This chart really drives the point home, doesn't it? The core function, the actual part that calculates your age, is just one piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. It's just as important as the monetization strategy, the technology it's built on, the thoughtful user experience, and how it connects to the wider world, like the Play Store. Every single one of these pieces has to work together perfectly. And all of it, every ad, every software package, every clever line of code, gets bundled up into this one small number, version 1.0.1. This isn't just some abstract idea. It's the real, tangible product of all that hidden work, sitting right there for anyone to download. So the next time you use your phone's flashlight or the calculator or even a weather widget, just take a second to think about it. What's going on behind the curtain? What ads are you seeing? What little features are there that make it so easy to use? It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple apps on your phone are hiding this much complexity?